Hey there, I'm Angela Sharp, and it's Daily Mix time. Happy to have you here. Hope you had a wonderful week. You know, this week, my mother wanted to take my niece and my nephew to the St. Louis Zoo, and I got to go along. And you know, I love the zoo, right? The zoo is a great place. You get to ride the train. Look how happy Rosie is that's my niece, Rosie, in the back, and Mikey next to me. And Rosie's so happy on the train, right? But kids get really, really excited about the zoo and kind of finding things and pointing things out to each other and to us adults. But I gotta tell you, this dinosaur, whatever they call that dinosaur section, is amazing. Look at that photo. Doesn't that look real? Like that dinosaur is really coming after them. I really had a good time, of course, at the zoo, but I'm really glad that my mother wanted to take us because although the zoo is free to enter, there's a lot of things along the way that cost money along the way, and it's like $7 a person. And if you add that up, you could spend quite a bit of money there at the zoo. Obviously, you could go just for free, pack your lunch, kind of do that kind of thing. We didn't do it that way. We did it the expensive way, so really glad that was, they call her Lolly. That was Lolly's idea, so I think that was pretty great. We also went to a car show, which was also great, Cars and Coffee. So, you know, a lot of fun this weekend, and I hope you had fun too. Now, later on in the show, I have some free things you could go with your kids, especially if you're on a budget. Like, we want to make sure we map these things out for you. So there's a bunch of free activities I'm going to tell you about today, but I'm sure you noticed all this amazing artwork, right? So I've got artwork right next to me and behind me. I have Brock Seals coming on later in the show. Now, I met him last year at a St. Louis Cardinals event, and he had a line longer than I've seen in a very, very long time. An excellent artist, and he does a lot of amazing work. So we're gonna find out what's up with him, and I know he's coming back to the St. Louis Cardinals for African American Heritage Day, so he's gonna tell us all about that. So let's get started on today's Daily Mix. Did you know that 62% of the US population is eligible to give blood, yet only 3% do it? Unfortunately, in recent weeks, the American Red Cross has seen a decline in donations, causing the blood supply to drop to nearly 20% in an effort to prevent a blood shortage, and that's a real thing. They're asking anyone who can to make an appointment to donate. As a thank you, all who come to give during the month of August will receive a $10 gift card to their choice. And, are you ready for this? They'll be entered to win gas for a year. And we all know that could help pay some bills. But it's also just, you know, doing that to help others if they need it. Now, if you're able to donate and would like to learn more, go to rcblood.org/fuel. And that's how you can find out all that information. Now, as we know, St. Louis has a rich boxing history. And this weekend, some of St. Louis' finest will be honored at the Fleur de Lis Development Corporation Salute to St. Louis Boxing and Tandy Citywide Boxing Tournament. The free, family-friendly event will also showcase local talent competing in USA Boxing, sanctioned matches, and offer music and free food. It's taking place this Saturday from 10 to 4. In the Villa's historic Tandy Park. You can find more information and free tickets on Eventbrite. So get those free tickets. See, that's one of those things I was telling you about earlier in the show. Now, did you know that boxing is one of the many activities offered by the City of St. Louis's Recreation Division? I didn't know that either, but now you do, and I do too. Now, if you're interested in exploring these opportunities they have available, go to stlcityrec.recdesk.com. That's how you can find out all the information there. Now, if you love beer and art, you're definitely going to want to check out Cherokee Street's newest event. The Brewed Arts Festival will fill a mile of Cherokee Street with good beer and good art. It's curated by St. Louis Hop Shop and Screwed Arts Collective. The festival will celebrate the Cherokee arts community with music and live art and more than 20 unique brews located throughout the street shops galleries, and bars. The festival will take place this Saturday from 1 to 5 on Cherokee Street. Check out cherokeestreet.com/broodarts for all the details. Now, this weekend also kicks off the first ever Pig and Whiskey Festival. This sounds like something I would love. It is hosted by the Riverfront Times and Schlafly Beer. This free, family-friendly festival will feature some of the area's favorite barbecue joints, a variety of national and local music, arts, crafts, cocktails, of course, lots of Schlafly Beer, and whiskey, bourbon, and more on Whiskey Row. There'll be interactive games for all ages, bounce houses, I love a bounce house, a vendor village, mechanical bull rides, and so much more. There's something for everyone, and it's free to attend. The Pig and Whiskey Festival will run this Friday through Sunday at Schlafly Bottle Works in Maplewood. You can find the full lineup of entertainment vendors at pigandwhiskey.com. Now, you can also get in on some free family fun this weekend at the Magic House and Made for Kids. You know I love the Magic House and Made for Kids. Now, they host this free family night the third Friday of every month. This special evening enables a family of up to 2 adults and 4 children to enjoy all the hands-on experiences the Magic House and Made have to offer. You can take advantage of this month's free family night this Friday from 5 to 8 p.m. Reservations can be made online at magichouse.org. Now, if you are looking for a chance to get up close and personal with a variety of reptiles and learn more about them, this sounds gross to me, but you probably might like this, right? Pay attention. Then you're gonna wanna visit the Magic House this Saturday for the squirmy, slimy, scaly, slithery creatures kids love event. Herpetologist Serengeti Steve is bringing his reptile experience to the museum for a wild and unique experience. Now, there will be 4 presentations offered featuring some of Steve's favorite creatures and a ton of audience participation. The event is free with a museum admission and runs from 10 to 2 this Saturday. For more information, go to themagichouse.org/reptiles. I know kids love reptiles, they're just not my thing. Jamming at the Zoo returns next week for one night only. This 21 and up event features an evening of live music, wine and beer tastings, and a free light-up tasting glass. Guests can also enjoy a walk through Sea Lion Tunnel, the Stingrays at Caribbean Cove, and the Conservation Carousel and the Zoo Line Railroad. Proceeds from the event will benefit the zoo and its conservation efforts. Jamming at the Zoo will take place next Wednesday, August 24th from 6 to 10. For tickets and more information, go to stlzoo.org/jammin'. Now, for a better part of a decade, the Tennessee Williams Festival St. Louis has been celebrating the life of the American playwright. The event attracts thousands to the Grand Arts District each year, and if you haven't been before, this is a great chance to go. This year's theme is Tennessee Williams and Italy. A reimagined production of The Rose Tattoo will be performed in a circus, featuring singers, musicians, animals, and other circus performers. In addition to the main stage event, several other festival events will take place on the Italian Hill. The 7th annual Tennessee Williams Festival runs August 18th through the 28th. A full festival lineup can be found at twstl.org. Okay, I think it's pretty cool that they're actually going to be utilizing the big top there at Grand Center to go along with the circus theme. And you know I love a circus. Now, have you ever dreamed of running away with the circus? Now may be your chance. Circus Harmony is flying into fall, and you can soar with them. They have classes for ages 3 through adult and a variety of circus arts. Now, most people take their classes for fun and fitness, but they also actually have legit circus training at this school. So whether you want to run away with the circus for an hour or for a full career, they've got you covered. Classes start August 29th, and registration closes this Sunday, August 21st. Now you can check out all they have to offer at circusharmony.org. You know, I ran away with the circus once. I was really bad, so they sent me back. That's not really why they sent me back. I was awful, but I had a great time. I obviously just did it for a class for a day. It was so much fun. Check out my circus experience with Circus Harmony.
Of course, I know what Circus Harmony is all about, but can you fill everybody else in?
Absolutely. Circus Harmony is St. Louis's only social circus school. That means that we use the teaching and performing of circus arts to motivate social change by building character in individuals and building bridges between communities.
I actually love that. So there's a lot of confidence building also involved.
Absolutely. Again, we teach circus, so kids think they're learning to flip, fly, and fling, and they certainly are, and to a very high level. But what they're really learning are important life skills like focus, persistence, teamwork, presenting yourself in public, which will help them no matter what they do in life. I think that the best way to be a reporter is to immerse yourself in your subject. So you're going to experience what it's like to join the circus.
I don't even know that you could tell how bad I was at that because our videographer did such a great job with it, but it was a ton of fun. I can totally see how it would be a great workout. Joining me, can you tell? Now, in addition to all the awesome art, I have a human. This is Brock Seals, artist Brock Seals. Thank you for coming today.
Thanks for having me.
All right, so I've told people this before, and I'm going to tell it to everybody again. You were here, you were with me last year at the St. Louis Cardinals game up the Budweiser Terrace for African American Heritage Night, and the line to visit with you, I think, was even longer than the line to pick up the hat.
It was crazy. It was chaos.
I mean, that's great, though. That means that many people wanted your autograph and wanted to talk to you about your art. So I needed to have you on the show to talk to you about your art.
Right, let's do it.
Okay, so you were actually doing African American Heritage Night again with the St. Louis Cardinals.
Yeah, coming up September 5th, I'll be designing the hat giveaway. So you buy a theme ticket and you'll get that.
Okay, so how did you get roped into this?
I did cleats for Harrison Bader, former Cardinal, at maybe like 2018. And the organization reached out to me because they seen the cleats. Somebody in the office knew about me. So I got an email asking about the opportunity that I want to design a hat. And I was like, for sure, I'll definitely do that. So.
And I believe it sold out last year. I actually right now do not know if we are sold out yet on the hat. So you go to cardinals.com/theme to check that out. And this is kind of what you did, right?
Yeah, so this here is a painting. This is just the inspiration for the hat design came from. So this is printed on the bill of the hat.
So this, what you did right here, is printed on the bill of the hat. Now, you did this live for a commercial for the Cardinals that you painted this big board.
So I just did this Friday. I was painting for a commercial that we're gonna do to promote the hat this year. So yeah, just me doing my thing.
I mean, it looks great. Now, the sneakers I noticed because while you were in line meeting with all the people, you were signing a lot of sneakers. So you do a lot of sneaker work also.
Man, I paint shoes like every day.
Do you really?
Yeah, like at least one pair of forces a day.
Okay, well, tell me let's talk about these first.
I mean, so basically this shoe here is I get a lot of ideas in my head, and you see this reoccurring pattern throughout all my artwork. So this pattern just represents me, represents my brand. I got some inspiration from Virgil Abloh with the extra eyelets and the different laces. So I just kind of play around with different color patterns, different ideas, and just kind of see what comes.
When did you know, like when you're growing up, you know, a lot of people want to be different things. When did you think, artist, that's what I'm going to do?
It wasn't until like my second year in college to where it was like, okay, artist. Prior to then, it was just, I'm just a creative type of person. I got creative ideas. But my second year in college is when I really learned how to use the tools. So I learned how to paint. I really learned how to draw. So Because I mean, growing up, I thought that if I didn't know how to draw or if I didn't know how to paint, then I wasn't an artist.
Right.
You know, I didn't know that whole time these ideas were what it is to truly be an artist by having those ideas.
I mean, and you've got some great ideas. So let's talk about the ones that are up on the stand there.
These were inspired by peach vests. So I dyed the shoes and got this little orangish color. I thought it was gonna be like darker, but when it came out this bright, a friend of mine, she was like, what are you gonna name those, peach vests? And I'm like, I think you got something there.
Yes, I think you're right.
Yeah, because I mean, I love St. Louis, I love our culture, so anytime I can like relay something back to St. Louis, it's like a no-brainer. So I just took different colors that I thought would kind of like complement the peach color, added the blue laces, and peach vest.
There you go.
Yeah.
Now, there's also some artwork directly behind me. So you bought the photo of Busch Stadium, but then you added art on top of it. You added Yachty, basically.
Yeah. So I'm big on like collaborations. It's like an unofficial collaboration.
Right.
But I seen the piece, I loved it. I love Cardinals, you know what I'm saying? So I seen Yachty on there before I even painted it. So I was like, okay, bet, I gotta do this.
I gotta do it. And I mean, it looks great. So that's kind of something else you do. And then we were talking prior to the show, and this is something I didn't even know you did. You also rap.
Yeah, I've been doing music my whole life, really. Since about like fourth to fifth grade.
Really?
Yeah, I've been recording music, and this has been a long time passion of mine, so I don't think that's gonna ever go away.
So you really are kind of doing a lot of different things now. You've got art, obviously the art, but the art is in different forms, on hats and on shoes and on top of other art.
Yeah.
And then you've got the art as far as the rap goes.
Yeah, it's just all one. It's just me expressing myself. So any way I can feel to express myself, that's how I put out my artistry.
Oh my gosh, I love this. And you have a studio, I take it.
Yeah. So I got a studio where I work on all of this, my music, my artwork, paintings. This is where all the magic happens.
And we're showing a little bit of a video of you doing some shoes right now, which is great. So if people are following your social media, you do show a lot of videos. I know that I saw a TikTok myself of you dyeing some shoes and that whole thing. So you kind of show people kind of how you're doing it, too.
Yeah, I love showing the process. And a lot of people like seeing it. I noticed that they want to see how it's made. You know, the end result is cool, but how did you get there? So it just connecting my audience deeper with, you know, what I go through, what I'm thinking at the time. So it's fun, and it's good for me to look back on it so I can say, maybe I should try this or switch it up, but it's just good to have.
Yeah, well, absolutely. And that video we showed of the shoes just a minute ago, that was Harrison Bader's shoes.
Yeah, the cleats.
So how did he find you, I guess?
Well, we reached out to him and Instagram.
Really?
Instagram connected us, yeah. My bro Nick, he connected with Harrison, and then he linked us both up. And Harrison is a super cool dude, so we still locked in to this day. So.
Well, that's awesome. I mean, yeah, Harrison was obviously a great player for the Cardinals, and hopefully will be a good player for the Yankees when he's all better. But you made some cleats for him, so you think you're going to be able to make some maybe Yankee-colored cleats for him down the line?
I think we're going to make something, happen.
Can you do that, though? Because I know you're a Cardinals fan through and through.
Yeah, for sure. But, Harrison put us on, so that's my brother. That's like family.
I love that. Now, the last time you were at African American Heritage Night at the St. Louis Cardinals, the place was so crowded. You had a bunch of artwork hanging up. I think you did some shoes live there while we were sitting there. So is that kind of what you have planned for this time?
Yeah, that's what we plan on doing. The artwork wasn't all of mine, so it was local artists. So I plan to do that again. Get a lot of
so you're bringing other artists to show off their work as well.
Yeah, so it was like a collaborative type of show. So it wasn't just me. We had a bunch of different artists. And then we had musicians from St. Louis. I had some artists performing. I was supposed to perform, but it was a little too hectic.
I was gonna say, I knew you were supposed to, but you didn't get to because the line to visit with you was long.
Yeah, and then I was painting cleats for Harrison, like up there at the time. So it's like, okay, let me sign a hat, do some painting, sign a hat, do some painting. So we're gonna have it a little bit more mapped out this year, but it was fun and I'm excited this year.
Yeah, and I do believe those tickets, if they're not already sold out, will go super fast. So go to cardinals.com/theme to get those, because I know that hat was a very big deal last year, and this is obviously a brand new hat for this year. It's right there up on your screen, all the information for that.
It's hyped up this year. It's already on eBay. Like people are like pre-selling the hat already.
Are you kidding me?
No lie.
No, do you love that? Or do you kind of hate it? Like, you love it a little bit because that means people love you so much that they're already pre-selling you on eBay.
Yeah.
But also...
It's bittersweet. I mean,
That's what happens
it's a
when
part
you
of the
make
game.
it.
It's a part of the game, so I take it.
What can we expect to see for you next? Like, do you have any really big goals that are coming up down the line?
Immediately, I'm doing an art tour. So I'm traveling different states, different shows around the city, just showing off my artwork and just being out here connecting with more people.
Just love it. All right, well, tell everybody where your social media handles are.
Social media, Seals Brock. That's SEALSBROCK. That's Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Facebook. I'm on all the socials, so tap in, follow with me. Send me a message if you want to get some shoes done, you want to get your purse painted, your cleats, anything.
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 So when you said purse, I was like, wait a second.
Yeah, anything is a canvas.
Oh,
so
anything's a canvas, so you can reach out to him that way. I love that. I actually follow you on both Instagram and TikTok, and that's where I've seen you do. I mean, you really show people the process of what you're doing.
Beginning to end. So if people want to learn how to do this themselves, this is like, this is your college, this is your school.
This is your school right here. Learn how to do it, learn from one of the best, and obviously you can meet Brock on the Cardinals game.
September 5th.
Yeah.
Come out.
Come out and visit him. Now you definitely should check him out. Check out all his social media handles and get those tickets to the African American Heritage Night. Cardinals.com/theme is where you get those. All right, now after you've checked all of them out, after you've purchased the Cardinals hat, because you're gonna want to hang out with Brock up there in Budweiser Terrace. Plus I'm there too, and come say hi to me. After you do all that, make sure you follow us on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram. You can drop us a line at thedailymix@stltv.net. We want to hear from you, and that's gonna do it for the Daily Mix. We keep it right here on STL TV and Experience St. Louis. We'll see you next time.
I work well when the pressure's on. I'm in the lab just whipping up diamonds. These wonder boys, you ain't gon' find them. You tryna play cool when I know you an enemy. I cannot vibe with your negative energy. I can't put faith in the Clinton, but big bills in my stack, so I run through them centipedes. No foot on the gas, that's cruise control. Multiple jewels, that cash don't fold. Say I look young, but so old. They discotheques and picked out that froze. I make a check when I scratch that angle less. I cannot